Daniel, tell me, when you went into this, what was the reason for going in? And you don't have any regrets about doing
No, of course. Watching it last year, it was so big, and you watch people that have come out and they're happy and they're still together now.
Sure.
If you can find love, a career and everything in one, why wouldn't you apply?
Well, exactly. I mean, I don't know that it'd be difficult to get a long-lasting relationship. That's not to say that it wouldn't happen.
I think if you can last a relationship in there, you can last it anywhere.
Yeah. It is intense, isn't it? And it's a short period of time.
You're madly in love with someone and they throw someone in who's perfect for you as well. So you're always stuck in
They know what they're
doing. They do. They're very smart.
The language is hilarious. You have to put me right on this because it says, if you're pied off...
Guess. What do you think that means?
Pied off? I've no idea. You eat pies? What?
Danielle, over to you.
I don't even know how to explain it. It just means that they don't want you anymore. They're done with you. You're pied. You know when you get a pie in the face.
It was the best time of my life for sure.
Wow.
But so, are your feelings for Camilla genuine? And if so, how do you feel seeing her snog a guy?
My feelings were genuine for her in the villa. I mean, there's only so much you can take. If someone doesn't want you, then you can't keep on trying. You can't keep on wanting them. You've got to sort of block that out in the end. And again, for the reason that she's still on the island and still trying to find love. So I can't be a lovesick puppy at home or anything like that. So I wish her all the best. I mean,
so have you given up now? When she's out of the island, you're not going to try and go on a date?
No, I'm not going to try. I mean, if she approached me, obviously that's a different story. But I think I made my feelings clear inside the villa, and I think
it's horrible getting mugged off. Is that what they say?
I didn't look at it like that, but thanks, Lorraine. Yeah,
you're getting it without having watched the second. I love it.
What it was nice. She was the Scottish princess. I wanted to get with the Scottish queen. That was what it was.
Oh,
yeah,
son.
That's the only reason why.
There's plenty more though, as my mother would say. Plenty more fish in the sea. Don't you be worried too much.
It's still quite cool that you went on a date with Camilla because, of course, Camilla briefly dated Prince Harry.
Oh, they are then?
You know,
she's
got good choices.
Very.
But the other thing I really wanted to ask Craig about, Lorraine, because you've had a torrid time since coming out of the villa because, of course, your ex, who you have a son with, was very, very public when you went in there, very angry with you for not telling her before you were in. What do you regret going in because of that?
No, you know what, I don't, and I'm really glad you mentioned that because we did split up 8 months ago. Not a lot of people know that. It made it sound like we'd just split up and I'd left my kids, and that wasn't the case. Right. We split up 8 months ago, and you're sworn to secrecy before you go on the show.
Right.
My son with her is 1 year old. He wouldn't know the difference if I told him anyway. So, and believe it or not, I couldn't fit him in my suitcase to take him.
You probably would.
Otherwise, I would have done. He would have probably got me more girls on there anyway.
No, please, no. Not with all that action going on.
But no, I mean, obviously it was sad coming out to that, and I didn't mean to upset her in any way. And I wish her all the best. She's an amazing mum. I don't want to take that away from her. But at the same time, it wasn't how it was made out. It was made out like I'd done it out of spite or that I picked up and left my wife and kid, which wasn't the case.
You met on Love Island.
You met on Love Island? Right away, you knew?
Well, pretty much, yeah. Like, I've been single for 6 years before I went on Love Island. Oh, and like I said, I never went on there thinking I was going to actually meet someone. I just thought it'd be a bit of an experience.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we literally got together after about 3 days, didn't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then we were together to the end. It was like 6 weeks, but 6 weeks now is like a lifetime, isn't it?
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is like a lifetime. Do you think the show's changed, Dan, since last year? Do you think what we saw?
I think it's gone up a gear. Do you guys agree? It's more dramatic.
Brutal.
There's more twists and turns. But it was quite dramatic in your guys' year, though, as well. I mean, I remember, Lorraine, there was this crazy scene where Tina, who was on Made in Chelsea, was put on, and Katie had what could only be described as as a bit of a meltdown on screen. So clearly there is a lot of pressure in there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's like everything you feel in real life, but times 100 in there.
It's all heightened,
yeah, it's just crazy.
And difficult, but at the same time, hey, look what happened.
I know.
It's fantastic. So what do you make of watching? It must be really odd watching it, actually, when you've been there.
Yeah, we were a little bit nervous for it, because it's like our little baby as well, Love Island, do you know what I mean? So,
it's like
but now we're both addicted, like, every night, like, we base our whole lives around it, like the rest of the nation.
We might go for dinner to watch Love Island.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So it takes precedent over absolutely
it's
everything.
that bad.
Would you ever go back in? I mean, like, say they phoned you up now and said, we're going to bounce you back in there just for fun.
Together?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
But not
it was an amazing
singularly.
experience. Like, we always say we just wish we could go back to the villa just for like one night or...
Like a reunion.
Yeah, because it's literally, it was where we met at the end of the day, so...
What is it like to see your daughter in there? Is it really strange? Because I imagine you're watching it.
Yes, we haven't spoken to her for probably 6 or 7 weeks. Actually, I lose track of time. So, yeah, it's difficult to watch her, yeah. And she's not had a smooth ride, let's say.
No, that's true. The girl that you're seeing on screen, is that the girl you know?
Not really.
No?
No.
So is she, do you think she's playing a wee game or something?
No, she's not playing a game. I think it's well edited.
Right.
It's obviously they're creating a wonderful show and it is fantastic, so I have no criticisms of that. But I think that, well, I know that Olivia is a very loving girl with very strong family values, very close to all her family, and probably one of the kindest people I know. And that does not come across, and that's upsetting.
Well, as a mum watching that must be very upsetting.
Yeah.
And as Dan has said, you know, that they are actually having sex. I mean, that, like, you think, oh, no.
Well, I haven't actually... She's probably one of the last ones to do anything physical.
Right.
And her and Chris have had a roller coaster of a relationship, and it was bound to happen at some point if they remained together.
Right.
It's natural. She's 26. It's going to happen. They've been in there a long time. And there is a spark between them. You can see it. I know. I'm watching her. I read her body language. There's definitely something real there.
Right. Do you think so? And how would you feel if she brought him home for tea?
I think he's lovely.
Yeah,
I think he's absolutely charming. Absolutely. I think he's a fantastic role model for young boys and young men. Yeah, he's a gentleman.
So you'd be OK with that? You would
absolutely
be
fine.
What's it like watching your sister in there?
Yeah, it's been really weird. I think, like my mum says, you know, she comes across in some ways so similar to how she is at home. I think especially she's been really entertaining, really funny. She genuinely is hilarious. Like, that's not just how she is on the show. No. She is the sort of person at home, you know, around the dinner table, she will have everyone absolutely cracking up. So I'm really glad that's coming across. Yeah. Because that's like a really lovely part of her personality.
No, look, you're gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. I would imagine that the producers of Love Island are sitting there looking at you and thinking, ha ha ha, we'll send you up for next year. How would you feel about being asked to go in?
I don't think that's on the cards, I'm afraid.
No, I think...
Been with my boyfriend
no, he'd have
a long time.
No. How did it feel?
It was quite emotional watching it. Obviously, you know, me and Nathan, we're not together, we're really good friends. But
You're still pals?
Yeah, we talk every day, you know, he's always checking up on me, he's always involved.
Yes. How far along is the baby?
5 months.
5 months?
Yeah.
It's so sad that he's not with you. But do you think he will have a lot to do with the baby?
Yeah, 100%. And you never know when the baby comes. I think everyone's got their fingers crossed at something.
Babies bring couples together.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. And I mean, if you're meant to be, you will be. Clearly, you've still got a lot of feelings for him.
Yeah, both of us.
And likewise?
Yeah.
So why is it not working out? Why is he not here with you now?
At the moment, I think we're in the best position we can be for our baby. We're both really good friends. We're working on things. We're having space. So I'd rather that than, you know, you see these couples and they're arguing. And
right. Okay.
We don't want our baby to read that when it's older.
No,
so
no, of course not. Well, that's the trouble.
Taking our time.
That's the trouble with getting that sort of fame through a show like that, is of course everybody's going to be talking about you and all of that. So look, what advice would you give to the winners? What do you think they should be doing right now?
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because that year goes so quick. And next May there's going to be another Love Island. There'll be another Kim and Amber. Just like there's another Cara and Nathan.
Sure.
So just take all the time to enjoy it and be themselves. Don't let anyone tell them what to do as a couple.
Right.
And always remember why you're with each other, you know, because it is quite a pressurised thing. And I've always said if me and Nathan had took our time, we'd still be together.
So do you think it was too much? Too much at the start? It was just you together too much and doing too many things? That's really interesting.
And it's a lot when you come out. It's so overwhelming because...
And you're living together from day one.
And you're in that house. You don't see the build-up. You don't realise that when you come out, everyone knows you.
Yeah, and everyone wants a piece of you. You know, as Dan was saying,
It's crazy. It's so overwhelming and, it's a very pressurised
What was
situation.
your idea of going in there in the first place? Did you just want a bit of a laugh or did you see it as a way to get a career? Or what was the idea behind it?
I didn't want to pay rent for 6 weeks.
Right, OK.
And,
well, you're honest anyway.
Yeah.